£1,410. How do people even survive in London? Why is London so expensive? Oh my god, I would die if I have to live by myself. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Navina. How are you all doing? So today's video is going to be like a very brief introduction to all the costs you could incur like on the major side once you come to England, UK. So as I've lived in the UK for 3 years, I have a brief idea of how the costs work. So let's dive into it. So I have divided this video onto 5 parts, starting with the rent, the food, the transport, essentials and the entertainment. A little disclaimer that I'm using this mic for the very first time. So if you find it a little odd or different, please let me know as I'm struggling on how to use it properly. So now without wasting any time, let's dive into the video. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is rent. As I live outside London and I live with my parents, so I don't have to worry about rent. But I have talked to some of my friends who live in central London and also in zones. So, one thing you have to know in London is you have zones. So, zone 1 to 6. The higher the zone, that is, the farther it's from central London. If zone 1, 2 are like central London and zone 6, 5 are like kind of outside London, but still inside London. It's quite weird. It's not that complicated. I'm just making it complicated. But let's talk about rent. They vary from zones. So as I live outside London, this is completely outside the zones, which means they're going to be quite cheaper when compared to central London. So if you're getting a property in central London, which is obviously going to be expensive, so what I'm going to do is give you like an average figure. This is not completely true, but it is an average in total. So if you get like a shared accommodation, which is going to cost you around 650 to 850, you have to keep in mind the location you're getting it. And if you get like a single bedroom, it's going to be around 850 to 1000. But if you get a studio apartment, it's going to be like 1500 to 1800. This is all averages and they're not like 100% you're going to get in this range, but mostly this is what you get when you take like an average of it. So I would put, for a student coming to London to get a property around in London, maybe not central London, but around London, that would be around £800. I think that is very reasonable. So let's go to the next part of the video, that is food. So if you want to eat food outside every single day, you cannot survive in London. Groceries, it would be 150 to 200. That's what my friends have told me. Again, I live with my parents, so I do not worry about groceries. My parents, I am blessed, thankful to have my parents with me. But a student living in London, it would be around 150 to 200, depending on what you're getting and from where you're getting. So I live outside London, so so we usually shop from Asda. But there are supermarkets like Asda, Aldi, Lidl, and people who live in London, they mostly shop from Tesco's. That's what my friends have told me, so that they shop from Tesco's. So when they go for grocery shopping weekly, they spend around £50 a week. So in a month, around 200 or even less, sometimes 180 to £200. So we can just put. And next segment is a transport. Way taking in average, you always have monthly passes, you have Oyster cards, you have travel cards. So in average for a month, if you're living inside London, traveling in and out of just central London, I mean in the zones, that would be around £200 on average. And if you want to travel like in buses outside London, that's going to be extra, but usually it's £200 in average again. So that's for the transports. As we move to the necessities, I think I only found two of the necessities that you have to get if you have to stay here. One is your phone bill. You have to pay your own phone bill. So that would be around £40, 35 to 40, depending on the plan you're getting. And the next one is Wi-Fi. If you're especially working from home, you need to have a Wi-Fi connection. And that would be around 20 to 35 pounds. I think my dad pays around 35 pounds. So that's what it's usually. So the phone bill and the Wi-Fi together would be something around 60. Next segment, that is entertainment. Entertainment totally depends on what type of person you are and what type of lifestyle you have. So it's totally based on your preferences, lifestyle, and personality. So this might not be for everyone, but I'm just going to give out the information anyway. So the first thing is gym usually costs around 30 to 60 pounds in London. Let's take 40 pounds as an average. Next, you have all your subscriptions. You have Netflix, Prime, Spotify. I personally have subscription for Prime and Spotify. So in average, when people get all the subscriptions together, it would be around 40 pounds. Next, you have monthly haircuts. I don't personally get haircuts every month, but my friends do. So that's going to be around 25 to 30 pounds. If you're a girl, usually girls get their nails done. I personally don't get my nails done every month, but there are girls who do. That's going to be around 40 to 50 pounds, depending on which salon you're going and in which location. If you want to go out for cinema, movies, that's going to be around 25 pounds, including your drinks and popcorn, everything together. If you want to go out for a fancy restaurant for a dinner, that's going to be around 30 pounds as a minimum in London. Big necessities like getting your skincare, and there's also something called Pret subscription. So I usually don't have a Pret subscription, but Pret is like what do I say? Like a coffee shop which serves coffee, fresh food, everything. So people usually get their subscriptions, which means you pay 30 pounds a month and then you can have 5 drinks every single day for free. So when you typically put it, like one drink is around 5 pounds or 4 pounds, and you get five of them, so you're actually getting value for your money. As I don't drink so many coffees in a day, so I don't really have a Pret subscription, but I used to when they were quite cheaper. But now they're like 30 pounds, and many of my friends have subscription because they need coffee while working. So I think you might put it in the entertainment, you might not. I don't personally have it, but if you want, you have the information. Well, yeah. Okay, so now let's summarize all of it together. We have rent 800, food 200, transport 200, necessaries 60 pounds. Entertainment, it depends on your lifestyle, but I would put 200 in total. So that would be 1460. I'm pretty sure my max is right. That's all. This is all average basis. This is not an 100% perfect fact. This is all estimates. This could be more, this could be even less. It depends on you and your lifestyle, the location where you're living in, the accessibility to stuff around you. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you at least find a little bit of information which you were looking for. Well, and do let me know if there's something else you want me to talk about, you want me to cover, you want me to discuss. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys another week with another video. Until then, take care.